to That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And we just watched the premiere episode of The Ones Who Live, The Walking Dead.
Oh, gosh darn it, golly gee.
I have so many emotions running through me right now. I'm very emotional.
Dude, for years we were like,
Where's Rick?
Where's Rick? Why isn't he contacting his family?
Yeah.
How long have we waiting to hear this?
He's been gone in Walking Dead time for over 10 years.
So dude, this is a long time coming.
Yes.
And all I gotta say is not only do we get answers, Rick Grimes deserves a hand.
Yeah.
A hand.
He got Skywalkered in this episode.
Spoilers, Kaylee.
Excuse me.
Spoilers.
This episode will contain spoilers. Our review will contain spoilers.
He got comic book grimed.
Yeah, and it was pretty gnarly.
He got Rick comic booked.
Yeah, Rick comic book.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Listen to our awesome theme song and let's get started here.
Let's start.
That horror couple.
Oh yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe. In another world built on a war against the dead, Rick Grimes and Michonne attempt to find each other and who they were. The episode is titled Years, and it's the first episode of The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. So what did we think about this episode?
It's like The Notebook.
Waited for you for 7 years.
The love story. Rick just doesn't give up.
No.
But it's more badass with the zombies and the brutality. And
yeah.
He just really loves his Michonne.
He loves Michonne, dude. He tried to escape the place that he's being held, which is the CRM, 4 times.
Man, let me ask you something. Where's Rick?
Even before that, like I said in the beginning, we got all the answers we were waiting for. They showed Rick getting taken up in that copter.
Yeah, with Jadis.
Yeah, they showed Michonne going looking for him.
With her sword.
Yeah, so now we get to see where he is. He's in the CRM, and right away he's like, I gotta get my ass home.
Yeah.
Dude, right away he sacrifices his hand.
Right away he's trying to escape. He keeps plotting to get taken out on these, excursions to where he could be free. And he's on a leash at one point, so he's just
Was that training they were having?
Yeah, he was in something called a consignment where he was, I don't even know how to say that word. Consignor?
Yeah. So basically they were kind of like Daryl had to audition for that stormtrooper suit he was wearing.
Oh, yeah. In the Commonwealth. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of you remember Daryl had to go through a whole fun house of tests?
Yeah.
That's what Rick was doing.
They're doing it to Rick, yeah.
But you notice how Rick was taking out those walkers that were on fire? It was awesome, dude.
There was a scene where Rick had to take out a bunch of walkers that were on fire.
I really like the look of the walkers in this episode.
Yeah.
Some were on fire, some were blue.
Yeah.
Did you notice the blueness?
They had a blue iridescence to them. Yeah, they were kind of cool looking.
They were really rad.
There were different kind of walkers in this episode from what we've previously encountered, I think, in earlier adaptions of this show.
As a fan, I was always where the hell's Rick? Why is he contacting anybody? This explains everything and what he was under.
Yeah.
All the pressure he was under, basically.
Yeah, he's trapped. He's basically in a prison that he can't escape from. Rick's being held at this place called the CRM, and from what we've learned, it's I think it's the United States military, what's left of them. They have 2 or 3 different secret locations where they have these hidden cities, and there's hundreds of thousands of people there, and Rick is finding it very hard to get out because he's basically one man against thousands of soldiers. So this is a little difficult for Rick.
And we find out basically the whole time he did nothing but try to escape.
Yeah.
They're fucking with the wrong people.
And he's trying to get back to his family, to Michonne, Judith, Daryl, Carol, Maggie. He's trying to get back to, his family and friends, but this is different than anything he's ever encountered before because this is literally what's left of the military. So
yeah, and I just love this episode, the way it was shot, the whole setup of it, the location of it, how all our answers were filled up, and most of all, I think I love the cast.
Yeah.
All the new cast we met,
Yeah.
whether it be Thorne, whether it be Okafor.
Okafor.
That guy was awesome. Okafor.
I liked Okafor, yeah.
He sort of reminded me of the guy that was in charge of the Commonwealth.
Oh yeah, I love him.
In a way.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The one that ends up with Princess.
Yeah. He's not as rough as him.
Yeah,
but
his name is escaping me right now.
Yeah, we'll put it in.
Yeah, I'll put it in there.
Yeah, but no, it kind of reminded me of that. I got an idea this guy is one of the big
big hot shot
big
military
wigs.
guys. Yeah. And he sees something in Rick.
Yeah, so I was also digging the soldier Thorne.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yes, because Oxford guy, he saw something in Rick and in Thorne. He said, "You guys are not B's, you guys are A's," which made me think, why did
name.
Why did Jadis call Rick
Jadis
the
called
bee?
him a bee
Well, why
because
did
they
she do
kill
that?
the A's. They kill the A's. They explained.
They don't. No, they kill the bees. I thought.
No, they kill the A's because the A's will go against them. The bees are the ones they assimilate into their society.
Oh, like they see the A's as a threat.
They see the A's as a threat.
Oh, like Skynet.
That's
Terminator.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, that's
It's
why
like
she called him a
The
bee.
humans are like, the robots were like, yo, these humans are too strong.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah. Be fair, like Jadis, I guess, did save him because as much as I think she's like done some really messed up stuff, I feel like that she called him a bee at the end of his last episode in the Walking Dead series so that he would be saved and they wouldn't kill him.
I call Kaylee a bee sometimes. Biatch.
No. He wouldn't be here if he did that.
Rick also meets a few military friends besides
Yeah.
Thorne. He has Garcia.
He's his friend that works in the water department in the city. Yeah.
And basically Garcia's like, dude, if you're gonna keep on trying to break out, at least build your way up in the ranks first.
Yeah.
And that's what Rick tries to do. He's like, yo, okay, fine. So Rick playing along this whole time,
Yeah.
doing his thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like he's like, making a map on how to escape underground.
Under the
Garcia's
tunnels.
basically like, I'm not gonna give away how to get out of here, but the password is 4433.
Yeah.
No, 43 or something.
Yeah, he said something like that, yeah. So he's got this friend that's gonna help him. He's on the inside.
And what did you think about the interaction between Rick and General Beale?
I thought the Bill was he reminded me of that military guy that Daryl had to fight in the last, was it the last season or the season before of the original show?
To me, Beale was like very suspicious of Rick.
Yeah, he kind of, I think you can see through him a little
He's
bit.
like, look into my eyes.
Yeah.
You will see.
Yeah, it's gonna get awkward real fast.
You mean
To me.
Bryan Adams.
Yeah, I'm aware. And while all this is happening, Rick, we keep going in between like real sequences in real time and Rick's like imagination dreamland where he's dreaming of meeting Michonne in a park in a totally normal way. Like they both are regular people, regular jobs.
Is that like a what if? Like what
It's
if,
a what
if they met like
before the apocalypse.
like a regular couple and he's like, yo, I'll buy you a pizza.
Yeah, it was really cute actually. I was like tearing up the whole episode because we haven't seen Rick since, his last episode years ago. And
right, and we don't know when they're going to be reunited.
We didn't know when they were going to be reunited.
So just to see those two characters
actors
together
work
doing
together.
dialogue,
Yeah.
that was pretty
It was
awesome.
so emotional.
How long has it been since we see him on screen? Like 6 years?
What was it, 2018 or 19, I guess was his last
about
episode?
6 years,
Yeah,
So damn!
yeah, except for that, he was in the finale, but for just a minute or so. But to see Andrew Lincoln playing Rick Grimes again, I am over the moon. I thought he did an amazing job, and I love Denai, as always. She's our Michonne, she's amazing. I love seeing her in the snippets of his dreams. I thought they were very, significant to the episode, and I love getting to see, like, what was getting him through all these years was, I think, dreaming of reuniting with her, and knowing they have a future.
And I did like the voiceovers he was doing the whole time, where basically he was writing Michonne a letter, explaining himself, explaining like why he hasn't been in contact, and basically like the voiceovers was like a spoken word or a letter to Michonne.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome, and it got me thinking that dude, he doesn't even know about RJ.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know he has a son.
He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't know Negan's cool with them.
Nah, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know Daryl's in Paris, but I don't think anyone else knows he's in Paris either.
I don't think Daryl knew he was in Paris.
Yeah,
till,
that's true.
Afterwards.
I cannot wait, for Rick to be reunited with everyone. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready.
That's the thing. And what was the backstory? I want to ask you. What was the backstory with that Oxford guy?
Okafor? Yeah.
Okafor.
Yeah, Okafor.
Well,
he said
he went around bombing each major city.
Yeah, in the first episode of The Walking Dead, or in that first season of The Walking Dead, we see Atlanta bombed. He's saying he was in one of those helicopters. He bombed Atlanta. He bombed, I forget it was another major city they bombed. And when he went to bomb the third city, instead of bombing the city, he bombed some of the military, and his wife was involved.
So he took out his own wife.
He took out his own wife. So I was a little confused about Okafor's backstory when I guess he's trying to say he could be cold for the greater good or whatever.
Yeah, but no, that he was trying to explain to Rick we have to do this.
We have to leave behind who we were.
He was saying to Rick, you want to hear everything I sacrificed? And didn't we see a crossover though to World Beyond?
Yes, there was a crossover to the Walking Dead World Beyond. Rob and I actually didn't finish that show. We need to go finish it.
Hey,
but yeah.
let's act like we know what we're talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna act like I know what I'm talking
We've
about.
seen every episode.
Yeah. Rick is actually, they have a news channel somehow at the CRM. It's, you know, it's very basic.
They're living fancy.
They got their old pregnant 90s, 80s TVs, and it's kind of staticky, but they got this guy, he's reporting the news, and he says that Omaha, which is a part of the 3 CRM cities, was bombed and taken out. In the first 1 or 2 episodes of The Walking Dead World Beyond, that is the city that the main characters of that show were leaving at the time. So these events were coinciding with the events in The Ones Who Live.
Yeah, it's a big crossover.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, for like a spin-off. I like how they just tied that in. Well, we didn't think this would like delve into that. It definitely did.
I love that. I love that about this show and the different spin-offs is that they try to tie little things in together. And I think when this is all said and done, like when the spin-offs are done, I think I've mentioned this many times, and I think we're gonna have either like a season of everyone back together again, or there's gonna be a movie, limited series event, something. They're gonna bring all those characters back together for like one final hoorah.
I think all the spin-offs are gonna come together for another.
I would love that.
And they're gonna call it The Walking Dead again.
And Rick and all them are gonna have to like either take out the CRM, run the CRM, something's gonna happen.
But as far as this episode goes, we gotta talk about the reunions of...
Oh, I'm gonna try not to cry.
Reunions.
I know. Oh my god, guys.
Talk about
Spoilers
something.
ahead.
I did not even know if this was real. I thought it was another dream sequence because I was like, nah, they're not going to do this already. They're not going to do this already. Turns out Rick was like trying to escape for like his 47th time.
Yeah.
Get your ass back here, boy!
and
he's driving a helicopter.
Why would you put him in charge of
I
driving?
I don't know why they would do this. Okafor lets Rick drive the helicopter.
He's like, you take the wheel, Rick.
Yeah, this man knows that Rick has tried to escape like 5 times.
They just got into a fight previously.
Yeah.
Weren't they just beating the shit out of each other?
Yeah, they were. And like Rick's like, I'm done. Like I surrender. I'll do the military thing, whatever.
No, Rick went this whole story. He's like, my dad he set the farm on fire to
when he was like 7.
But it was for our own good because it's like you gotta burn stuff down to create a new farm.
Yeah, like he went into this whole analogy.
It was very symbolic, and I guess he was saying like I gotta destroy some stuff to start fresh.
To rebuild my life.
Yeah, so basically right when that happens, like the plane crashes.
Like Okafor, I'm pretty sure Okafor's like dead.
Oh,
he was like
dead.
blood was like I think he got stabbed or shot, and he was like blood gurgling out.
Talk about somebody I thought was gonna be a major character.
I thought he was gonna be a major
gone.
character too. He died in the first episode.
But that's Walking Dead style. You never know who's staying, who's going.
Yeah, that's just hats off to them.
I'm like, yo, crazy plane crash. What's going on? Who the hell is shooting at them? And then I see some maniac with a sword.
Yeah, it's our favorite samurai.
Samurai.
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. That was very intense.
Yo, why did they not I was wondering why they didn't stretch that out longer.
I don't know. This ended on a cliffhanger.
They gave us fantasy interactions before this where he was just like thinking about talking with her in a real world.
Yeah.
Alright, so at the end of this episode, they actually meet.
Yeah.
Gimple totally told a story and he jumped around with the time too much.
Yeah.
A lot.
Between fantasy, reality, this time period, that time period, just kidding, it's present. So that was a lot all over the place. I don't
know what to think of it, but I will say I definitely didn't see this coming.
No.
I thought they were gonna melt this till the last episode.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they didn't sign on for a second season. I thought for some reason they were gonna be, stripped apart the whole first season until like you said, the very end, or even pushed off into another season to meet. No, we get them back together the end of this episode, but it's for literally 2 seconds. Get to see the shock on both of their faces, just the emotion in their eyes.
Yo, she's got to take him on the Maury show for
my
RJ.
God.
Be like, you are my baby's daddy.
Yeah. That scene, to see them lock eyes and her to take the helmet off him and see him, her take her helmet off. Just, I mean,
dude,
there aren't words for how I'm feeling about this right now.
Nowadays, in the age of social media, in the age of where everybody is on the internet looking up spoilers, what TV show can get us glued to the TV like these characters can?
Yeah, The Walking Dead.
There's not many. There's some, but there's not many.
There's not many shows like that because this is a series that the character of Rick Grimes has been running for almost 15 years, and same Michonne joined right after that. So I think this show is very, very special. These characters are very special.
Not even that, dude, we got comic book Rick with a missing arm now.
Yeah,
so
that was really cool.
This goes back to before the show even started, the comic book era.
Yeah.
So the hardcore Walking Dead fans, they can even look at this episode and be like, yup.
Yep.
Damn,
There it is.
There you go. So, dude, I'm totally psyched for like episode 2.
So excited. We're so pumped for episode 2, guys. We really love this episode.
Give it like if I were to judge it, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10.
Oh, I'd give it like a 9.5 out of 10.
I mean,
my heart.
I'm not saying 10 only because that ending was a little bit weird where I'm like, oh, they're meeting already.
I'm kind of shocked.
But
yeah.
I'm like, what?
I'm excited.
But
yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. But they didn't talk yet.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
haven't spoken.
Say my name, say my name.
Right? It kind of ended like this.
Did it?
Yeah.
That should be our thumbnail for this.
So if you guys have seen episode 1 of The Ones Who Live, titled Years, please comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Are you super pumped to see Rick Grimes and Michonne back on screen?
I am.
Back on the show together, back in the Walking Dead universe. We are pumped, guys.
We're definitely going to be doing every episode.
We are going to be doing weekly episodes on this show to recap, review every episode for you guys. So if you are a first-time watcher here, fan of The Walking Dead, make sure you're clicking that bell. We also do horror movie reviews and horror movie trailer reactions and breakdowns. So
we also have a store.
We also have a store next to our community tab on our YouTube page. Go to the store tab, click our products, takes you right to Spread Shop. We have shirts, hats, beanies, hoodies, mugs, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in anything like that, definitely check it out. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, hitting the bell to be notified when we drop all of our new videos. Make sure you are commenting down below to let us know your thoughts. Once again, I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And happy Walking Dead Sunday, guys. We are so happy these Sundays are back, and we can't wait to continue them.
Hell to the yes.
Yeah, Michonne forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Team Michonne.
Team Michonne.
Yo, he's gotta be like in RJ's life.
Yeah.
He's gotta play ball with his boy.
Yeah, I'm excited to see.
He doesn't even know like Negan's cool now.
No. Well, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
Oh. He's an A though.
Yeah.
She's an A.
That horror couple.
Oh yeah.
That horror couple.
It's us.
That horror couple. That horror couple. And they talk about horror.
Like and subscribe.